Hello my friends, I am GHondo, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Oxygen Not Included. As is pretty much always the case, we are pretty short on algae. Not completely out right now, but we are really low, and our oxygen levels are looking pretty grisly for the most part. So we're definitely going to have to address that problem pretty quick. I'm pretty sure I do have enough actual algae terrariums and scrubbers and all that. It's just a case of getting them going and having a good supply of algae for them. And I did notice quite a large amount to be had is up here, as long as we're willing to deal with some really bad gases. And that there was also, where did it go? A fair bit here, as long with all this polluted water, and a huge pile of just plain oxygen in all the ice down here if it comes down to it. We could get at as well, so we have options. They're just not all that easy to get at. So anyway, with that said, let's get rolling. So I've already got some of this happening here, so I think we'll just go ahead and continue working on this section. So let's just dig all this stuff out completely. Whoa, what happened there? Not like that. Now we also don't want to dig out that oxylite, because that's just free oxygen for a little while. So we definitely do not want to dig that out. We do want to dig that out though. Marvelous. And I am going to ever so slightly increase the priority of that section, just so we can get at the oxygen that's already here, plus that. So. And we are still in the process from last time of upgrading all the wiring to this heavy watt stuff. Which I think I at least queued up all of, but I may not have. I thought I did, but I may have missed some. Hard to say. Hard to say. Seems like a bit of a design flaw. There's always going to be yucky water in there. Maybe I should have that draining out or something, but oh well. Won't worry about it for right now. We have plenty of other stuff to worry about at the moment. Including several people that are in insane stress mode, but they are at least coming down. And I'm pretty sure if I check, the main stressors now are going to be obviously that place is a mess. But it's mostly the low oxygen that's upsetting them. We are currently generating more oxygen than we're using, which means, I mean, it's going to be hard to tell, but this map is slightly improving. It's still awful, but it's improving. And at this point, that's really all we can hope for. Once we crack this open, though, that will help a bit, because there's lots of oxygen in there, and this thing generates more, so that will be nice. I think we can speed the clock up a little bit. I think that'll be okay. Yeah, all this oxygen will now start to mix with this not quite as good stuff. giving us another nice breathing zone for them to run into. And that lets us get going, so good stuff here all the way around. Of course, being wet all the time doesn't help them either. But anyway, alright, how did we do? Oxygen was good, food was terrible. But I think we still had lots of food, I think. Nothing in that fridge. Oh, there it is, there, contents, that's what I was looking for. Okay, so we still have a fair bit of food in here. So they're not going to be starving. Oh, there it is right there anyway, edibles, yeah. Yeah, we're totally fine. So we didn't have any food production, but we have lots on hand, so we don't need to worry about that yet. So that's good. Saying we're not producing enough oxygen. Okay, I will take your word for that. But I don't like it. For fairly obvious reasons. At least recovering, like, is it improving? So right now we're down about... Come on, stop moving. Please stop moving. Thank you. About 35. I'll check it again in a little bit. I don't mind if it's a little bit low for a while, as long as it's catching up, then that's fine. We have some serious stress problems going on here. Don't like the temperature. And you're also getting upset about Decor, which is something I didn't really want to have to deal with yet, but I guess we're going to have to. So I guess we'll just build them some art. I guess it doesn't matter whether it's a painting or a sculpture. Either way, maybe we'll just plunk in a couple spots for paintings. Because those at least we can just put on the wall, we don't need to take up space for. Yeah, that should do for now, I think. It'll A, take them a while to build the actual frames, then B, it'll take quite a while for somebody to actually come and do the art, because I did disable art for a lot of people. You have 5, so you're good. You have 5, so you're good. There, so now only people that are decent at it will do it. It improves the chances of it making a better quality. Uh-oh, we had somebody crack. Okay, that's massively gross, Catalina. You're cold, wet, and the place is ugly. Got it. Bubbles is pretty close. Yeah, that is seriously gross. Seriously gross. Okay, we get it. You're upset. You're barfing. Move on with our lives, can we? Okay, so things not going so well. So far, well, Bubbles is going to crack any second now. I was going to say, at least that's the only one, but We're gonna have more soon. So as awful as this is, I'm gonna have to up the priority some of this art. Something I really don't want to have to do, but if they get too stressed, they'll stop working, so. They get a little decor bonus just for it being there, even if it's not done yet. That's cool. Alright, we were down some oxygen and some food, so definitely not good. Definitely not good. And we are low on food too. Yeah, things are going a little bit not good at the moment. And by little, I mean like a lot not good. So, yeah. Things could definitely be going better. So that is improving decor a little bit, even though it's not actually done yet. I guess we can watch this print. Oh, I was gonna say we could watch them paint, but oh, there we go. So yeah, they just fire like paint splotches at it until it's done. just bizarre, but kind of awesome. Okay, I guess Catalina gets a stress debuff, gets her stress knocked down because she cracked. Now it's Bubbles' turn to crack. Alright. And we are completely out of organics, which is our algae. Okay, quiet please. Thank you. That's algae there. That, boys and girls, is going to have to be super important. Again, for fairly obvious reasons, you can be as stressed as you want. If you have no air, it's not going to matter. So let's get that going right away. So our highest one now is Lindsay at 97. Which is really stupidly high, but at least it's not actually cracking. These aren't growing anyway, so we're going to uproot them and put something else in to increase our food. Harvesting food, that's very, very good. Except that you just left it lying there, which is not so good. But anyway. But that's fine. Alright. Yeah, it just fires little blobs of paint color, seemingly randomly, and that apparently will turn into a piece of art. Oh, it's a masterpiece! Look at that! So that's a 22-point bonus to Decor for the net radius, which is still officially terrible, but definitely better. Probably having all this junk around is killing the Decor levels too. Another masterpiece. I'll say Hassan is really good at art. That's a masterpiece of something. Very upset. See how Gossman does as an artist. Or not. Bad and bad. Right. Okay, so this area, because there's not as much junk, at least, has good decor. Not sure what your expectation is, but apparently it's being met very nicely, so that's good. So your stress is melting away. Yours is not, because you're sleeping with soggy feet. Awesome. Okie dokie. Somebody like to come and finish this last 2 splashes of paint here. There you go. Also a masterpiece. Excellent. Thinking that just has not updated yet, because that should be more than 5.5. That should be 22, like the rest of them. Okay, yeah, it just hadn't updated. That's fine. Definitely helping, but we definitely need to clean up all this crap, too. I gave them... Maybe that's still not enough storage. It's not full, but I guess it's not enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and put in some more mealwood so we can have more food growing. Oh, new duplicants are available. Unless you're absolutely awesome, we're not taking because we're already really low on oxygen, so... Well, you take less oxygen, that's good. You won't fight, that's fine. You barf, which is not good, so you're a maybe. You're better. Not so sure about that. We're lowish on food, so I don't want a binge eater, so it's between these two. And even then, I'm not entirely sure I really need another person right now. So I think I'm just going to say no. Sorry, boys and girls, but no, we are already low on air. And that's not good, for fairly obvious reasons. We're also out of algae again. It's amazing just how fast they burn through that. Kinda crazy. So I think it might be time to start digging into these other areas here. To dig into one of those areas, I think. I'll have to decide. I'll decide off camera which one it's going to be, because we're almost at time control anyway, so... Actually, it might very well be out here. Breaks open all this polluted water, but that's not a huge deal. We have the capacity now to sort water. So... yeah, it's probably going to be this section we break open next. Okay, well, we are nearly at time control anyway, so I'm going to put a stop here for the episode, so thank you to everyone for watching today, Until next time, folks, stay calm, and I hope you come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching.